What is up? It's your boy the Kinologist. We're doing another code study session, OSRS AFK. We're doing JSON right now. We wrote the notes. I'm just doing the highlighting for this. We know what JSON is. Decode the request body. Encode the JSON response body. So this one is decode the JSON request body. Then there's encode the JSON response body. Okay. I'm just gonna write out all the code because honestly I want to really get through these fundamentals. These are really important lessons here. JSON's very important. HTTP request. Okay, let's look at this now. Return vals struct. The key will be the name of the struct unless you give it an explicit JSON tag. Created at time. The key will be, okay. I know you guys are waiting for another quest guide, but I'm currently at 64 smithing. So once I get to 65, I think that should be high enough for Devious Minds, which I will do the quest for. I've been actually kind of excited to do this quest. It's just that I also needed to make some cash while training smithing. And I needed a good AFK method so that I could also study in the meanwhile without it getting in the way of my actual studying. So like I at least need 2 minutes at a time to look down and then look back up. Otherwise, I'll just lose my fucking focus on what I'm trying to do. Type. This is return vals. Struct. Cool. Created at time. This is a library built in. Created at time. Created at Is there any commas? No. So it's a struct without commas. Then we go ID, int, okay, cool. And then response body, which is RESP body. Created at. Created at time. Oh no, created at time now. Error marshalling JSON. return. We're pretty much just creating the whole thing we're going to send back. It's just like turning it into useful. Also, I heard the new Demon Slayer movie's out. I kind of want to see that. I might look at timings for tomorrow. I'm just curious, honestly. Like, there's a lot of different things happening. Set. Application JSON. Right header 200. Right data. Okay, now it's time to make the necessary highlights to the code. What do we got here? I know we're past a quarter left of inventories for this. Like, what are we at? What do we really need left? 26k, which is not that bad. I could just go gold smithing and then get double EXP with the goldsmith gloves, but I'm not going to do that right now. That's pretty much it. Oh shit, I'm already done that inventory. A lot of this is just note taking, honestly. Like effective note taking. And then just understanding the pieces. So the assignments. So right now we have, okay, cool. Decode very common for the post to send JSON data in the request body. Here's how you can handle incoming data. Let's do this. We map it. So name and age is a string. We map it to this parameter struct. That way we can turn it into JSON to send. So basically we take this, turn it into JSON to send, decoder our body. And that'll send to 500 if there's an error from the server. Encode JSON at Chirpy. What do they have at Chirpy? Silly rule that says all chirps must be 140 characters long or less. Okay. Tell me more. Okay. It's no longer than 140 characters. Add a new endpoint to the Chirpy API that accepts a post. Okay, why would I do that? Accepts a post request at API validate chirp. It should expect a JSON body of this shape. If any errors occur, it should respond with an appropriate HTTP status code and a JSON body of this shape. Okay. If the chirp is too long, respond with a 400 code. Chirp is too long. If a chirp is valid, respond with a 200 code and this body. Fuck, I want pizza really bad. I want pizza. But I gotta fast. I do either 0 cal like energy drinks or low cal energy. It's like 10 calories. Or I drink coffees and teas while I'm fasting. Sometimes it's just not good to just give your body a break from food. JSON here has been prettified. The actual JSON response won't have new line spaces to key or between the key and value. They'll look more like this. Okay. Use an HTTP client to test your post requests. Maybe that would be like curl or something. To test your post requests, use JSON Marshal to remove white space from your encoded data. So let's go back to the code real quick. Let's see what's going on here. We have to create a new endpoint. These are the API configs, middleware, API config, handle metrics. Handler reset, request response. So now we know how to do a request, so we can create a new endpoint. But what I'm concerned about is this. API.validate chirp. This was the API config structure, which we don't need for this. Or do we? Add a new endpoint to chirpy. API health, API handle metrics and handle reset use this API config. But I don't need that because this is just a accounts metric, I guess. I could use it, it's just middleware. I would have to create a new handler though. Let's just label these first. Reset endpoints. Oh. Okay, so there's that. Then I gotta add a new endpoint, which I'm gonna do here. Let's just add it at the top. And it's gonna follow the same mux handle. But yeah, let's get some more iron bars first. I mean steel bars. Steel bars are the way to go. I could do Slayer too, but like I feel like people like the actual Slayer specific guides better, so I like it too. That way I could just do one thing at a time. So I can quit these two, give me some space on here. And I've got to use the washroom, so I'll be back. Stare at the screen. Alright, I'm back. Okay, let's get back to the code again. Alright, what do we got going on? API validate chirp. Do I want to do handle func or handle function? Or just handle? Like these guys use handler. But what does that mean? The simplest way to do this, it looks like, is just to use handle func, and then you use what's called middleware metrics. Handle uses handle func in here. API handle func HTTP dot. Okay, that's if you want it to be nice and concise. Technically, I could do that too. I like the clean way of doing handle func and then handler, just so you could cleanly lay out your endpoints. So I think I'm going to go do that. Which is going to be mux dot, and then handle func, I can just go oh, this is handler func. And what am I trying to do here? What am I trying to accomplish here? I can call this handler API config, but that's API config for middleware. What I want to do is just create a handler, so mux dot Or I could just do function handler. And then I'll do handler validate chirp. And then same shit as usual. I'll just copy whatever's in the top here for the request. So it's going to be HTTP response writer, HTTP request. It's all the same. It's usually the same structure. Function handler. Func handler validate chirp types. Why is this throwing an error though? Oh, do I just go return? Maybe that's why it doesn't have a return value. Either way, we will continue in the next video. So stay tuned. Peace. Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and put your suggestions in the comments below. Peace.